We are back with another winners semi-final match. Slacker versus Xizor is how we pronounce that. The Warang versus the Dragunov here. So best 2 out of 3 as we're used to doing. We will see who makes it to finals and who does not. Alright, real good start. Right there. Able to catch him, but both up one another right there. Some equal damage. Was able to get some of the damage back though on Slacker's side. Transitioning into a heat activation against the wall here. Techs him, gets the hit grab against another wall spot. Wow, really, really good for him right there. First round goes to Slacker. Low hits. Big launcher. Over kick. Ooh, these kicks are really solid right here. Low is catching him right there. Not able to quite get out of staggering right there. Able to catch him with the shoulder check, activate his heat, gets up with the kicks. Tries to go for that low, but gets kicked. Gets his own low right there. Hits him with the heat attack. Hits him against the wall. Tries to go for the grab. Gets teched. Tries to go for the armor move, but is getting picked at by... Ooh, good shoulder check though. Gets him that round. Alright. These blows are really catching Slacker right here at the beginning right now with the way that he is Warang's transitioning his movement right here. Gets him with the, I think it was a hit grab right there. Ooh, good shoulder check. Activates his own heat. Maybe he can get some health back. Uses the shoulder charge to stagger him. Tries to go for the grab. Techs his own grab. Gets jabbed though. Tie up on the first game. Going for these low checks. Goes for the armor attack right there. Both try to go for armor. Activates his heat though. Slacker uses the big heat activation shoulder charge. Catches him with the sneaky grab. Takes that first game. Now it is 1-0 Slacker's advantage right here. Looks like they're going to switch stages.
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight.
Alright, catching him a little more with these lows now. Activates his own heat. Trying to catch him with some tricky staggering combos right here. Gets him with some good Ooh, nice. I think that was a parry. It was a grab tech though. Slacker's having a little more trouble getting in at the beginning of this second game. Getting poked out ever so slightly. Ooh. Heat activation coming out from Warang. Good launcher right there. Pops him up into the air. Transitions him over against the wall. Tries to go for the tech grab, but was patient on that. Catches him with that. Takes 2 rounds. Alright. It is a round advantage now for Xizor. Catches him with the hit grab throw right there, knocks him to the ground, tries to catch him with something else, gets launched. Big combo with big damage, knocking him against the wall. Another big launcher, activates his own heat, isn't able to transition a little more than that, but catches him with the big boot. Ooh, he's trying to go for it, catches him with the leg break. Ooh, and there it is. Xizor is able to take that game 3-0, tying it up 1-1. And now it is up to this final game, who will move on to winners finals to face off against PartyCrasher, who won the last game that we just saw. We're at Llama-Palooza over here. Oh, those are our Pacas, aren't they? Anyway, regardless, the scenery is nice, and say good stage, good throw. Barely leaves a, barely leaves a tick of health. Gets him on that low on the ground. Tries to go for a launcher, doesn't fall for it. He's not falling for that low again. Ooh, nice counter hit. Flips him over himself, hits him, wasn't able to get any more of a transition. Activates his heat attack though, launches him down to the lower stage. Continues his combo and finishes off the round. Slacker, just like that, takes 2 rounds, just like Xizor did that last game. Puts him at an advantage now. Good punishes right here. Ooh, catches him again. Good launcher. Oh, but isn't able to transition that. He snuck out of that air combo just slightly because of where he came to land. Ooh, good heat attack though. Slacker finishing that really quickly and just taking that game so he can move on to winners finals. PartyCrasher versus Slacker. Best 3 out of 5. We're gonna see who comes out on top and who we'll be seeing going to losers. Try to win their way back into the bracket. Alright, both players are ready to go, and here we begin. Good. So that was a pretty good counter grab right there. Slacker getting some of these big meaty hits though. He walks into it anyway. So that was a little silly, but it's okay. Sometimes you just react. Ooh, nice. Oh, so that was more like a crush. Uses the critical art. Big damage. Oh. So I guess we're gonna keep on keeping on even with that weirdness. Just always remember, players, if you're going to use controllers, make sure that you disconnect them. Do it after every match if you want to use the wireless, otherwise it causes problems. Dang, this goes through it anyway. Does not give a single care about that. That counter hit at all. Load. Resets. Heat activation. Tries to go for something, isn't able to. Tries to go for a grab. Crouches it. Ooh, good grab, but is able to tech it, get the kick, activates the heat. Heat, shoulder check, against the wall, tries to go for an over, but I'm not sure if that's really an overhead. I think it's just a low crush, maybe? Ooh, big boot heat activation right there into the low. Trying to catch him with something, gets caught though himself with the counter. Uses the heat activation into the stage transition, big juggle combo. Hits him against the wall. I believe that was a hit grab transition right there. That looked a little weird, but I mean, it was pretty cool. Gets him with his own grab though. Resets the situation. Tries to go for the big boot. Launcher up against the wall. Stagger into the reverse stage transition. Oh, gets him with the own launcher. Whiffs though. Goodness gracious. The whirlwind. Gets the launcher early. This final round. Stage. Launcher. Heat activation into a stagger on the ground. Takes him about 50%. Ooh, both players trying to go for things. Gets caught. Isn't able to quite catch him right now. Well, gets him with the grab though. Gets him with ooh, just waits for it. Gets him with the launcher right there. Ooh, big shoulder check. Stage transition. Uses the critical art. Didn't even need to do that, but prime cinema, right? And Slacker taking that first game against PartyCrasher and winners finals here. And they're just disconnecting the controllers. Which makes sense. Alright, we're back on the Alpaca stage. Ready to go with the next round. Hits him against the wall. The aggression right now is crazy. Getting like 90% of Slacker's health against that wall aggression. He's able to start some aggression of his own though. Counter hit into the hit grab. More. Isn't able to catch him with something. Heat activation. Goes for the... That would look wacky. He dodged, sidestepped the heat activation from PartyCrasher. Used his own. Nice hit throw right there. I'm not sure what that was. I'm not the most familiar with Asuka, but I believe that was just one of her other. She had a lot of like staggery multi-hit kinds of combos. Dang, perfect coming out here for PartyCrasher, taking advantage here, point advantage for this game. After Slacker was just able to get a game from him last round. Slacker does not look deterred yet. He is able to take over 50%. Nice air jump grab right there. Gets grabbed right after that himself. Lows. Ooh, counter hit. Gets another low. More ground hits. Tries to go for something. Gets grabbed. Ooh, the sneaky low grab right there. Slacker not taking it, and not taking it lying down with a 2-0. Not deterred to try to still try some things. Good punish. That was a good throw counter. Believes trying to get him against the wall here. Good. I can never remember the name of the armor moves. Ooh, that looked crazy. Uh-oh. Throw tech and barely catches him. PartyCrasher ties it up. 1-1 here. They're going to be changing the stage.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, we're at the Final Fantasy stage. Fancy Burning Town from, I think it was 16? Yeah, 16, right? That was, 15 was the road trip one. 16 is the newer one I haven't got to play with 5. Ooh. PartyCrasher was able to take some of that pressure off of him against the wall. Both are at equal health now. Both of them have heat. Slacker using the rest of his, though, to use his heat activation attack, and then PartyCrasher doing the same. Both not finding a hit, but there he's able to find a PartyCrasher, able to take that first round. Both of their defense was really good there. Alright, PartyCrasher able to get that Asuka install. Slacker trying to follow that up, but is caught with a counter hit. PartyCrasher able to use his heat early, trying to end the round. Catches him with another jab right there. Takes 2 rounds. Gives him an advantage already. Gotta be careful. Armored move, knocking Slacker out of that area right there. He's able to get back in a little bit further. Now they're around equal health. Counter hit, activating heat for Slacker. Uses the heat activation. Grabs him for the counter hit. Ooh, and the stage activating. Alright, so we're back 2-1. PartyCrasher still at advantage right here. Slacker trying to even the score. Able to get some health back on the heat activation of his own right there. Gets him with the gets him with the shoulder charge. Heat activation coming out from PartyCrasher there. Alright. Lows. Ooh, that was so crazy looking. I couldn't tell. But just catches him right there. PartyCrasher taking the game advantage now. 2-1. On the same stage. This is going to be the final, either could be the final stage, you know, Slacker could still win and tie it up. Then it's still going to be down to a last game, but we'll see. Ooh, PartyCrasher really taking some health aggression right there and just whittling down Slacker to around lower, a little bit lower than 50%. Takes him down to, let's say now like a sliver of health, but he uses the critical. Just catches him with that, so this might give him a decent amount of damage. Reset the situation a little bit, give him some health back, activates his own heat. He still has active, you know, he still has it active. Just waiting for the chance to use it. Ooh, nice grab right there. Still just low. Ooh, and the combo transition catches him. Slacker taking round advantage. Caught with that. So caught with that combo. Catches him with the counter hit. Not the counter hit, I'm sorry, the counter. Oof. He's getting caught by some of these counter hits right here. PartyCrasher tying it up. PartyCrasher is trying his best to keep on. They're really just kind of being real aggressive with each other right now. Well, they're trying to just catch each other in different high or low situations. And there it is. PartyCrasher taking this round advantage now. Puts him at game point. Slacker, if he can win 2 more rounds, he can at least give himself tie up and then not as dire a situation, but they're trading blows for the most part right now. Ooh, activates heat. Whiffs the heat activation. Isn't able to get the hit though. Gets unlucky with the stage transition activating, giving PartyCrasher a big combo. Uses his heat activation, catches him with a counter hit. Doesn't get a whole lot of damage. Waiting for the chance, gets hit, and there it is. PartyCrasher taking it 3-1. We are here for Losers Finals, Tekken 8, run the set number 12.
Get ready for the
Alex versus Slacker. And we'll see who is going to face off
round one.
in Grand Finals against... Sorry, I'm blanking on this. Guy we literally just saw just win before. I was gonna say, why am I blanking on this? PartyCrasher. Yeah, thank God I have access to the bracket. Yeah, so whoever wins this is gonna go face off against PartyCrasher in Grand Finals. But Slacker juggling. Oh wait, this is on the wrong side of the screen. Oops, that's not correct. There we go. Now they're on the correct side.
Round two. Fight.
That's funny, they're usually on the correct side for the camera too, but they're actually reversed right now, I think. Well, anyway, regardless. Slacker's already at a first round advantage. It's catching him right there with that throw grab. Shoulder charge, gets hit with the low punish, isn't able to get caught with that sneaky low right there. Gets his own heat activation. Waiting for the opportunity to use that. Gets him with that string though. 2-0 advantage for Slacker going into this first round. This is best, yeah, I would say this is best 3 out of 5 because we are doing, this is finals, so Brand's going to be the exact same of course, and winners and losers is always that same too. Catches him with a lot of damage right here, gets a stage transition juggle. Heat activation even. More against the wall. Tries to catch him with a tech. Gets the throw tech. Catches him with the critical hit though. Able to get some health back. Ooh, tackle, shoulder charge, low. Just like that, Slacker takes the first game. I guess we're seeing a character change right here. No? I guess not. I guess we're just doing stage. They must have hit character select by accident.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, the Lily versus the Dragunov still.
Round one.
In the temple. The temple's Zaibatsu. Oh. Already around 50% for Alex, taking these big hits. Dragunov had, ooh, shoulder charge, heat activation, takes him out right there, first round.
Fight.
Below not able to catch him right there. Ooh, gets the big kick though. Good light launcher right there, but is caught against the wall. Gets the heat activation juggle. Tries to go for another tech chase. Ooh, catches him with the low right there. Tries to go for something else, but the counter hit was able to catch him. Throw tech, goes for the launcher, gets hit though instead. Slacker unable to do anything to continue that combo. I'm not sure if he probably was not expecting that to happen. Ooh, and he's getting really hard get up hit right there. Alex able to eke out that that round right there because of it. The attack of him getting up was just getting to him. It's thrown. Ooh. Ooh, gets him with the jump over into the launcher. Slacker catches him with the throw right there though. Gets him with the big hit for the heat activation. Gets some health back just a little bit. Tries to use a shoulder charge to give some plus frames. Gets it. She's able to activate her own. Goes for that low. Catches him on that dash, that side throw that he has when he can go low. Counter hits him on that. Gets a nice low right there. Flips over but whiffs just slightly. Catching him with a lot of these lows right here. Ooh, tornado hit right there. Catches him. Good heat activation. Wall splats him. Able to get more damage. Goes for the tech chase. Is able to catch it on the counter hit. Goes for the shoulder activation for plus frames. Throw. Leaves him at a sliver of health. Catches him on the get up. Final round. Good launcher right there. Catches him with that tornado low though. Knocks him back. Tries to go for what looks like a charge hit. Ooh, it still catches him with a big launcher. Slacker just getting unable to find a hit here. And Alex just eking it out right there with that last round, tying it up 1-1.
Get ready for the next battle.
I swear, it's always like there's always one mechanic I just can never remember the name of in every fighting game. It's the whatever the armor hit is for Tekken's, whatever the not focus attack is for Street Fighter 6. I just remember focus attack for Street Fighter 4. Big kicks. Big kicks, big hits. Trying to catch him with some of these strings. Counter hit, low, catches him against the wall, but isn't able to get much more damage. Ooh, that counter hit right there with into the hard, like, what is that? A hit throw? I love hit throws, they're so cool. Ooh, big punish. Low, another low. Tries to transition to a combo, but he's caught with the flip into the launcher. Really catching him on wake up with a bunch of these big hits. Big kicks as well. Ooh, catches him on the flip right there. Ties it up. 1-1, 1-1. That throw wasn't able to catch him right there. Sidesteps it. Was able to get some hits, but wasn't able to finish out that. Ooh, so gets a stagger right there. Isn't able to continue it against the wall. Activates his heat. Hits with the stagger hit. Knocked back. Goes for the low. Gets him with the get up attack. And there it is. 2 rounds to 1 for Slacker right here in this third game. Good punish against the wall here for Alex. Tries to go for that flip kick again, but isn't able to quite get it. Wasn't really punished hard for it though either, so doesn't seem to be that, like, I mean, it looks like it would be a risky move, but ooh, nice heat activation, get some health back. But gotta be careful because Slacker has not activated his yet. Ooh, is able to get up though. Good throw. Ooh, and that low catches him just barely. Gives him a 2-1 advantage.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright. Here we are on the Meteor. In the sea. 2-1 advantage for Slacker to start off this. I guess start off this game, but yeah, it's game 4. We'll see. If Slacker can take this, then he will move on to Grands to face off once again against PartyCrasher. I don't know why I'm having trouble remembering that name. Oh, good heat activation coming out from Lily right there. Big damage. Catching him with these light hits every now and again, just dealing just enough damage to keep him ahead. Catches him with the big kick right there with heat activation on the beginning of that round from Slacker though. Gets the tornado kick. Ooh, but gets launched after whiffing that continuation of the combo. Slacker trying to transition against the wall, but wasn't able to get anything else. But he is smacking him down as he tries to get up. Ooh, and the get up attack. Well, that's 2-1 advantage in the 2-1 scenario. So if Slacker takes this next round, he will win the set. But Alex, not making it easy, catches him with that big tornado kick, is able to take him around 50%, but Slacker starting to get that health back. Big heat activation into a launcher right there. Trying to catch him with the shoulder charge, and that's it. Slacker takes it. 3-1 against Alex right there. Losers finals, taking him back to Grants to face off against PartyCrasher again. We'll be back with grand finals in just a second. Alright, we are back for grand finals. PartyCrasher versus Slacker on the run back. Slacker seeing if he can reset the bracket and take it from PartyCrasher, and PartyCrasher seeing if maybe he doesn't have to do 2 full sets. We'll have to see. So both players seem like they're having fun though, so we're gonna try to see how much fun we end up having watching this set here. Slacker switching it up to the bright green camo. Looked like he was in a wintergreen forest. Slacker starting with a bit of a damage advantage here on this round. I meant to flash this before, but I guess I'll do this on this round. We are grand finals. So, did not get a chance to do that when we started, but nice launcher coming out there from PartyCrasher, getting some good damage, activating the install for Asuka. Ooh, catches him with the back throw, good amount of damage, activates the heat without abusing the attack, tries for the shoulder charge, gets thrown, catches them on the wake up, takes 2-round advantage here on this first game. First Slacker, he might take a game early. We'll have to see. Getting some counter hits here. I believe that's Dragunov's command throw. Not sure if it is a lot harder. Ooh, nice combo transition into more heat. Using the heat canceling to dash forward. Catches him with another throw. Takes that first game. 3-0 right there. Slacker is here to play. Catches him with a leg break. Big kick, lower hit. Tries to catch him with that throw reset. Lower. Is it low? Shoulder hit. Another round. Goes to Slacker here. maybe he'll see. That's a nice fancy throw right there. Or like a, I believe that's like his feint. Catches him on the low grab. Gets the activation for Asuka. Goes for another low. Gets heat activation of his own. Goes for the shoulder charges. Wasn't able to find any damage there. Goes for the continued lows. Still gets caught with that counter hit. Dang, big hit back to big hit. Gives PartyCrasher that round. Ties it up. Slide, kick, counter hit. I was gonna say, I don't remember what the other was. Heat activation right there. Looking for an opportunity. Probably trying to finish the round with, I was gonna say, there's the shoulder charge again, but he's able to block it. Still gives him plus frames though, so it's like, it's still a good button. He doesn't find much else use for the heat. Ooh! The critical attack catches him right there. Definitely gonna finish this round. Goes to PartyCrasher, takes it with a round advantage now. Might tie it up 1-1. Okay. Slacker catching him with a lot of these unique strings now. We're seeing a little bit more sneakiness trying to come out. Catches him with the proper shoulder charge though. Ties up that round real quick. Now this final round for this second game. Good command throw. It gives them a safe transition pretty consistently on that. Wondering if he's counting on it. Heat activation, letting him extend the combo even further. Another shoulder charge with plus frames. Gets him with a counter hit. Another launcher. Catches him with a full combo right here. And just like that, perfect round goes to Slacker, taking it 2-0 now. We might be headed for a reset. Ooh. He was waiting on that counter throw. PartyCrasher seems to know exactly what counter throw to throw out for Slacker, even when it's like a second or two later, he still gets caught by it. Counter hit going into heat activation, but isn't able to find any damage with it. PartyCrasher takes that advantage, but he activates the heat for the big amount of damage he gets from it. I guess I see why he is using it a whole lot. He gets his own heat activation there on waiting for the opportunity. Oh! Low against low! Just barely. His low is bigger. Okay. Big kicks once again. Counter throw. I think for the counter throw. Okay. So I wasn't sure about how that was working out. Oh my gosh, he just barely whiffs that. Takes more damage. Loses that round. But now it is 1-1. Catches him with the, looks like that was like a high counter. He gets the Asuka activation into another, it's hard to tell with Asuka's combos sometimes, whether or not they're full strings or if they're just like, pokes. But that was his heat activation at the end right there, taking that round. looking for what would be his first game on the board for this set specifically. Gets the stage transition launcher right there. But Slacker able to catch him in a launch scenario using heat. Wasn't a whole lot of damage, but he got something off of it. Was able to activate his own heat. Was looking for a scenario that he can use total charge, give himself some plus frames. Gets the grab. Isn't able to get the heat launcher, the stage launcher though, because it was activated earlier. Ooh, waits for the opportunity, catches him there. And PartyCrasher taking a game now. 1-2 Slacker's advantage still though. Gotta be careful. If he can take 2 more games in a row, then that will be all he has to play. But Slacker is able to take 1 more round. He will reset the bracket. And it will be up for grabs on who gets a chance to be the winner. Ooh, good catch right there. Just cancels it and catches him on that.
Round 2. Fight.
Takes that first round, Slacker's advantage, catches him again, but he's able to tech it. Gets up, tries to go for another grab, but he whiffs just barely, and PartyCrasher is able to start his activations with Asuka using the advantage of the Asuka install. Uses his heat right there to knock him out of that mix-up that he would have had to deal with otherwise. Lower counter hit, isn't able to get much off of it, but both are going for these low opportunities. Catches him on what looked like to be a jump right there. Uses heat activation, gets his advantage state right there. The shoulder charge into the damage he needs. Wasn't able to catch him on a counter throw on that scenario. Alright, so now we're at Slacker. Advantage for resetting the bracket. Gets caught into the immediate stage transition launcher. Puts him to a little bit over 50%. It's probably like 60-ish. Gets heat activation himself though. PartyCrasher activates his. Ooh, gets him with a shoulder charge though. Was waiting for... Oh, he tried to go for the jump throw. Look at the leg lock throw. Gets him with the the low dash kick, and just like that, Slacker resets the bracket. And we're back again. We are back at the Final Fantasy stage. Both players' scores are reset. It is 0-0 on the board now. Either players can take this. PartyCrasher able to get some damage to even up the health. Now he's at advantage. Slacker looking for an opportunity. Catches him with a throw. Tries to go for a mix-up. Gets heat activated on him. Now they're both at around both health. Gets the manual heat activation. Gets him right there. Waited for the opportunity. Ooh, big hit right there coming out. Gives him the install immediately. Lets him add more pressure. Slacker just walks behind him, but isn't able to get a transition from that heat activation right there. Gets his own heat attack. Looking for an opportunity. Gets throw teched. Gets him with a shoulder charge though there. Looks for the opportunity up, getting up on the get up. Alright, resets the situation a little bit, but gets caught now. Another launcher. Puts him at low health. Catches him with a slide kick. Tied up. 1-1. Alright, activates the heat now with that shoulder charge. Goes for the cancel kick. Ooh, gets the stage transition launcher from the heat activation attack. Catches him with that low. He is just feeling so patiently here, waiting for the opportunities. Catches him with that jab, takes the round advantage. 2-1, Slacker's favor here. Alright, PartyCrasher catches him with that. What is that, like a... I forget what those kicks are called. The wide sweeping kicks. Alright, gets the throw hard reset right there. Gets the stage activation launcher. Tries to go for a transition, wasn't able to extend his attack anymore. Gets hit with that heat activation. Slacker using his critical attack, but it just went through. So now we're tied. 2-2, but yes, we're tied for this reset right here for the first game. Whoever takes this will take the first point on the board for this reset now. Ooh, catches him right there on what looked to be a throw. Fancy throw. Catches him the low, hits him with just a kick. Tries to go for a throw, whiffs. Catches him on that low again. Gets the throw reset, but isn't able to find anything. They're both going for strings. Ooh! Heat activation. Gets him just barely there. Slacker taking that first game by the skin of his teeth. So now he is at advantage for the first time. Alright, so both players are making decisions now. I'm probably gonna see a stage transition unless we go back to the same stage, unless we see a character switch. We're gonna see, oh, the all-important costume switch, of course. That's what it was. And the Coliseum of Fate is where we're going now. Alright, Slacker back in black, and Asuka in her, I don't know which particular Tekken, is that just Tekken 7's costume, I think? Sorry, I'm not knowledgeable on all the costumes. But, Slacker catching him right there with a throw, evening up the health a little bit more. Now it's completely even, gets the health, but gets launched! Takes the first round right there, PartyCrasher. Launcher once again coming out for PartyCrasher, able to catch a Slacker in that scenario. Gets the get up attack right there. Activates his heat, gets some health back. Slacker going for the hit. I think that was the command throw, right? So gets his heat activation. Ooh, goes with a shoulder charge. Big kicks into heat, into trying to throw him, but gets the tech. Ooh, those jabs. Fierce jabs. Alright, tying it up 1-1. PartyCrasher getting the heat activation there. Big punish. Kicks. Ooh. Nice heat activation, waiting for him, immediately tries to go for the jump grab again. Ooh, gets heat activated on him, well, gets the heat activation attack on himself. Gotta be careful, he's low health now. Gets some health back now, but ooh, nice attack into a transition, into a launcher. He's going for it. Best he can. Gets the critical attack. How much damage will this do? Gotta be scaled up to hell, though. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Gets some health back himself, though. Gets him on that kick. That's crazy. Alright, 2-1 advantage now once again for Slacker. that big axe kick is absolutely crazy for Dragunov. He's caught him so many times with that. Alright. He is trying to catch him. They're both trying to catch each other now with different strings. Just trying to find these opportunities to get launchers. But there he's able to get the activation, catches him on the get up, ties up the rounds. So now it is 2-2 for both players once again. Waits for the punish opportunity, was able to get some damage, not able to transition into anything more. Gets the hit though with the bounce into another launcher, into a tornado hit, into the heat activation, knockdown. Uses the shoulder charge, up, puts him up against the fence, isn't able to get the throw hit, it looks like. Goes for those lows, it's able to catch him on another low! Waits for the heat activation, uses his heat attack. Slacker is now at health disadvantage for the first time this round. Oh! Just barely catches him right there! That's crazy. Just because I believe Dragunov's attack was just a tiny bit faster. So that puts Slacker now at set advantage. If he takes this last game, then he will win the entire thing. PartyCrasher not going down without a fight takes him more than like 30% health now. He's down to a sliver. Ooh, just barely whiffs. Gives him the opportunity to get the round. Starts this game off strong, not content to go down when he had already, he'd already gotten this far, beaten Slacker into losers in the first place. He does not. Ooh. Big hit coming out though. Juggling him into the air, putting him into a tornado, using the stomp. Oh, just isn't able to get that launcher off of that. I think that's just because of how that get up attack worked. Starts the heat activation, gets the neutral. Looked like they both traded blows there. Big counter hit, activates the heat. Punishes. Oh, he tries to go for the throw again, but doesn't able to get it. Ooh, tries to go for the armored throw, but that whiffs too. Gets launched into a combo. Activates the install. More heat activation. Gets launched once again. Another big hit. Activating the install again. Putting the heat activation into a plus frame so that they can try to keep pressuring. Slacker whiffs though, just barely. Just the weirdness of how that tracks sometimes. Alright, round advantage. Going to PartyCrasher now. Slacker's gotta be careful. Gets that, I think that's the command throw. I always think that's the command throw, but I'm not sure if that's a hit throw or if that's actually a command throw. Gets the actual throw from behind though, just moves behind him. Goes for the dash, gets the activation on heat, goes for the shoulder charge. Alright, ties it up. Slacker now at set advantage and game advantage right here. For the opportunity to win this right here for all the marbles. Gets him for some more damage, counter hit, puts him at 50%, big punish, trying to get him off the ground, gets thrown himself. PartyCrasher waiting for the opportunity to try to get him, tries to get that throw again. Hits him with that big tracking attack again. Activates heat. There it is, the shoulder charge, and there it is! Slacker taking it 3-0 in that Grand Finals reset against PartyCrasher. That was pretty crazy right there. But well played from both players. I saw a lot of real technical stuff. I wish I knew more about Asuka so I could have commented that a little more accurately, but it was a great set from both players. So we're moving on, I believe, to either Street Fighter 6 or Fatal Fury. We'll be back in just a second with either game, whatever we are in the bracket. We'll be throwing some more matches at you in just a little bit. Alright, thank you very much. We'll see you in a little bit.
Even though we not blood, I'm Ryu to your kin, cool loud to your Lou, do our best just to win. Yeah, I'ma have to keep it G. Presidential when I combo, I'm reppin' the ABE. You be left AFK in Allentown to a sweep, or get beat in Bethlehem right after battling me. It gets sour up in East and the whole town is elite. Pick the games in your coffin so you can forever sleep. Feeling froggy, better leap, then grab by Kimberly. You can scrap in front of peace, but ain't nothing about